October 2023. The best player Brazil had produced in a generation lies on the grass, clutching his knee. In that single moment, everything he had built seemed to fall apart. Critics said he was finished, that he had chased money instead of greatness, that his story would end quietly, far from the spotlight. But they were wrong, because Neymar's story wasn't ending. It was coming full circle, all the way back to where it began. This is the rise, the fall, and the homecoming of Neymar Jr. Chapter 1. The boy from Mogi das Cruzes. He was born on the 5th of February, 1992, in Mogi das Cruzes, a working-class town in São Paulo. His family had almost nothing. For a time, they lived in a single room in his grandparents' house. His father, also named Neymar, had been a footballer too. He became his son's mentor, his agent, his protector. Every decision, every deal, his father was always by his side. Young Neymar fell in love with futsal, fast, tight, played in small spaces. It taught him to control the ball in a phone booth. That close control, that street magic, would define him forever. Chapter 2. The Prodigy of Santos. At the age of 11, he joined the Academy of Santos, the same club that once gave the world Pelé. And it didn't take long before people started whispering that name again. He made his professional debut at 17. Almost overnight, he became a sensation. The dyed hair, the outrageous skills, the goals that made no sense. Brazil had found its next superstar. In 2011, he led Santos to the Copa Libertadores, the biggest prize in South American football. Europe's giants were watching. It was only a matter of time before one of them came calling. Chapter 3. Barcelona and the Dream Trio. In 2013, the call finally came. Neymar signed for Barcelona, the club of his idols. But there was a problem. Barcelona already had the greatest player on earth, Lionel Messi. Many thought two egos that big could never share one pitch. Instead, they created something beautiful. At Luis Suarez, and MSN was born, perhaps the most feared attacking trio in football history. In 2015, they won everything: La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. The historic treble. Neymar scored in the final. At 23, he was on top of the world. And yet, a quiet ambition was growing inside him. Chapter 4. Transfer for 222 million. Neymar wanted to be the main man. Not the sidekick. Not the one next to Messi. He wanted his own story. And in the summer of 2017, he made the decision that shocked the entire sport. Paris Saint-Germain paid 222 million euros to trigger his release clause. It remains the most expensive transfer in football history, a record that still stands today. In Paris, he was king. Trophies, goals, magic every week. He won 5 league titles and was named League One Player of the Year. But the one dream that brought him there still slipped through his fingers. Chapter 5. So close and so far away. The Champions League. That was the trophy that could make him immortal. In 2020, PSG finally reached the final. Neymar was 90 minutes from greatness. They lost. Neymar broke down in tears on the pitch. So close yet so far. And around him, a new enemy was quietly taking over, his own body. Injury after injury. Ankles, feet, muscles. Every time he found his rhythm, something broke. The most gifted player of his generation was spending more and more time watching from the sidelines. Chapter 6. A bet in the desert. In 2023, at 31, Neymar made another shocking move. He left Europe entirely and signed for Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. The world called it a retirement in disguise, a chase for one last paycheck. And then disaster. Playing for Brazil in October 2023, he ruptured his ACL and tore his meniscus. It was the worst injury of his career. Months of rehab. No football. Just silence. He barely played in Saudi Arabia. The critics felt vindicated. As far as most people were concerned, the story of Neymar was already over. But he had one more chapter left. and it was the most emotional of all. Chapter 7. Returning Home. January 2025. Neymar posted a message on social media. He wasn't going to another super club. He was going home, back to Santos, the club where the dream had started 12 years earlier. When he walked back onto that pitch, the stadium erupted. Fans cried. Thousands of phone lights lit up the night for the boy who had finally come back. And he wore the number 10, the shirt of Pelé himself. It wasn't easy. His knee still betrayed him. Santos even fought relegation. But in the final matches of the season, the old magic returned, crucial goals that helped save his boyhood club. He wasn't finished. He was reborn. Chapter 8. Last Dance. There was one dream left. The World Cup. In 2026, at 34, after years of injuries and doubt, Neymar earned his place in Brazil's squad, his fourth World Cup, joining legends like Pelé and Cafu.
Neymar Jr. Santos.
In the round of 16 against Norway, he stepped up and scored from the penalty spot, his 9th World Cup goal. Only Pelé had ever scored in 4 World Cups for Brazil. But it wasn't enough. Brazil lost 2-1. And there, on the very same stadium where his Brazil journey had begun, Neymar said goodbye to the national team. 80 goals. The all-time leading scorer in Brazilian history. The end of an era. So how do we remember Neymar? A genius who could do things with a ball no one else could imagine. A man who chased his own path, sometimes to glory, sometimes to heartbreak. One of only 5 players in history to score 100 goals for 3 different clubs. He wasn't perfect, but he was unforgettable. The boy from Mogi das Cruzes, who chased the world, and in the end came home. So tell me, was Neymar a wasted genius or a legend? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe.